Welcome back, everybody, to Orange Track Outlaws. Today we are going to tackle the Four Horsemen November Challenge, which is customizing this Hot Wheels Pagani Huayra into a police car. So, kind of a cool idea. It's a cool looking car. I'd like to see what I can do with this thing. I got a couple ideas. I looked up a couple pictures, kind of get some ideas here, but I kind of got an idea what I want to do. Just gonna go basic paint job, wheel swap, put some decals on there, but I want to try and incorporate some lights somehow. So let's get right into it here. So the Pagani Huayra, pretty cool looking car. Not too much going on here really. Once we get this thing apart, pretty basic on the inside. Got a windshield here with a couple lights that go in the roof, small back window. Interior here kind of basic, but it does you can't see a little bit of the engine there in the back. Chassis all plastic, basic wheels. We'll be getting rid of the wheels, putting some new wheels in there. Won't be doing much with the chassis though. Here's a look at our body. Supercar, basic style there. So we're gonna get the paint stripped off, and then what I did here, guys, I put a little JB weld in half of those upper windows so I can incorporate some lights off of another car. So I put that JB weld in there and got those got the holes in the roof pretty much ground down, pretty much just right, so I can get those two police lights to stick right out of there. I want it to look somewhat stock, so instead of just gluing them on the top at the end. So that's kind of all the customizing I'm really going to need to do. So we're going to get in here with some sealer white and get this thing all primed up, and then we're going to get into a little bit of our police paint here. So probably going to take at least 2 coats. We're going to spray this at roughly 30 psi and try to go nice and light, get everything covered up the first time, and then we're going to go in there a little heavy. This does dry somewhat quick, so we're going to try and get all that covered up. I'm going to try and get that roof all coated over so you can't see any of that JB weld, and just to fill in a couple of the holes and the cracks and on the top there. I did put a little bit of Bondo filler on there, so I'm going to try and cover all that up. It did take 2 coats, but I didn't film both coats. I'll bore you with that. So we're going to go with some white here and some pearlized white. I just like, I think that sparkle is going to look pretty good once the clear hits it. So throw down some pearl white. We'll put a little bit of that 40-30 in there for the flow, and a little bit of thinner. And we're gonna bump this up a little bit. Spray this about 40 psi. Same type of thing here. We're gonna try to coat it as much as possible, and then we'll build some coats onto it. But this stuff does coat pretty well, and since I use sealer white, it shouldn't take that much. But I do want to get a good pearl look, so probably gonna hit this at least twice. It may not need a third, but I'm probably gonna hit it a third time just to get as much pearl on there as I can. But you can't really see with the light on the white. It's kind of hard to see. So we're gonna go in there with coat 2. Try to lay it on a little bit thicker. This does take just a little bit longer to dry than that sealer white, but not a big deal. It still only takes 5 minutes or so, and you can even boost that up with just spraying a little layer on there and kind of speeding the dry time. Sometimes you press for time, that works too. So once we get all the white done, I am going to give this another look here. Being cop car, I'm going to add a little black to it. I'm going to add some pearl black here. That's going to be my next coat. I'm going to tape a bunch of stuff off and put some black accents on there. So we got her all taped up. I got everything where I want it here and where I kind of want the black. So like I said, we're going to go with some pearl black. Same as the white on the mixture. We're going to add a little 40-30. For the flow and consistency, and then a little thinner. Spray this at about 40 psi, and it should cover fairly well. Probably going to do a good 3 coats on it though. First coat, is going to go on and get everything covered, and then we'll start layering it up. So There's not a whole lot of black on here, but just some accents down the side, and then basically the kind of like basically the middle of the car from front to back. I am going to put some policia decals on here that I did get from Second Chance Redlines. I'm not gonna use them exactly how they are. I'm gonna have to cut them and slice them a little bit to get them all to fit on there, just how I like it. But after that, it should look like a pretty cool police car. So, got that coat done. Everything is looking pretty good here. So I'm just trying to do a quick dry, and I won't need to show you all the colors we're gonna do here. But once we get our second and third coat on here, we'll take that paint off. We'll get a clear coat busted on there, and then we'll wait overnight. And here's a look at our final assembly. Like I said, chassis here, not much done. I did a little bit of detail, a little bit of chrome on the pipes and the grill. Did put a nice little wheel swap on there. I do like the blue rims on the blue stripe on the rims. Those are pretty cool. Detailed just a little bit out on the inside. Got the engine detailed out, and then here's a good look at my windshield with my blue lights super glued in here. And here's a look at our body. It's shining real good. I got the Policia decals on the sides and in the front. A couple little details on there. Little badge on the back. The thing looks pretty cool. I did rattle can two or three coats of clear on there. So it turned out really well. I think it looks pretty dang cool. So final assembly, I'm get it all together. Pretty straightforward there. Wrap everything up. Put our screws in there, and then we'll get this thing on the turntable for you, and under a good light, and you can kind of see it from all the angles. Should be pretty cool. Check out all the other Four Horsemen builds. Cool stuff going on there. Those guys do some pretty cool things. So does everybody else that joins in. Check all them guys out. If you like mine, you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. If you hit that like button also if you like what you see. Check out all my other stuff. Got some cool customs, red line restorations. Got a lot of cool races if you're into that racing thing. I'm trying to find out what the fast Hot Wheels is, so got a lot of those going on. So the car's all put together here. It looks pretty cool. We'll get the turntable out here, but quick step back, take a look at what we started with. Overall, pretty cool car there. The Pagani Huayra Hot Wheels edition, the Brembo edition. Pretty good looking paint job there. Cool looking supercar. But we did do new paint job, new tampos, added some lights. We did wheel swap, did some chrome highlights and accents, around the car, and I think it turned out to be a pretty cool police car. So here's what we ended up with, guys. Pagani Huayra Policia edition for the Four Horsemen November Challenge. We got pearl white and black paint job. We got the tampos from Second Chance Redlines. I did have to chop them up just a little bit to make them fit on there. I didn't use everything they had, but I think it did just fine. We got the badge on the back. It turned out pretty cool. Got the custom blue lights that look factory there in the hood. Kind of pretty much took out the I don't know, had some skylights or whatever you want to call them in the top. But I took those out, put them blue lights in. Now I think it looks like a pretty cool police car, in my opinion. Wheel swap, got a pretty cool looking wheel on there. It's got the blue trim, police edition. So I don't know, it looks cool. I want to thank you guys for watching another Orange Track Outlaws. Like I said earlier, check out everybody else's, and well, I guess we'll see you guys on the next build. Look out, got some pretty cool things coming. Got a good amount of other restorations, and be looking forward to the Four Horsemen December Challenge, and check out some of those 3 Blind Mice challenges also. And thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you on the next one.